Welcome to Social Studies Samurai. In this video, we'll show you how to use a really simple digital whiteboard tool called Google Jamboard. It's really simple, and we'll give you some ideas of how to apply it in the classroom. So, let's get to it. So, what is Google Jamboard? Simply put, it's a digital whiteboarding tool that you can use with any free or paid Google account that you'll find in Google Drive. You could use this device if you purchased it for your classroom or for a meeting room, or you can simply use the app through your tablet or your smartphone or a computer browser. Now the difference is, with this tool, you'll be able to use Google Meet and collaborate with people in real time and have special styluses that work with it and gives you all the features of Jamboard. Whereas on tablets, smartphones, and computer browsers, you get fewer features. But with all of them, you can collaborate with up to 50 people at a time, and you can edit anywhere, anytime, on any device if you have an internet connection. But these tools, for the most part, allow you to do a number of things, such as writing and drawing with or without a stylus, searching for images and web pages. You can drag and resize things with your fingers, great for little kids. There's image and text recognition for assistive technology. You can embed Google Docs, Sheets, Slides into what we call a jam. So it really is a versatile tool. So the question is, what kinds of activities can you do in your classroom with Google Jamboard? How about creating discussion with individual response prompts or discussion boards where you assign a number to a student and they simply tap the number, write in their thoughts, and save it to the sticky note, and then you have a class discussion. How about sketchnoting? Works really nicely with a tablet, iPad, and your stylus. How about infographics, where you have images along with the numbers to put a bit of a human touch on important stats? How about observational skills? In this case, we're looking at map projections, where students look at the different kinds of projections, decide what's good and not so good about them, and then decide which one they think is the best. How about a labeling activity to show what they know or what they've learned? How about another labeling activity where, in this case, they use a stylus and they might, give their opinion about something? You can do mind mapping. How about a timeline where each slide in your jam shows a little bit of change over time? How about brainstorming? Throw in an image, throw in a question, and have students work on the same jam to work together to brainstorm and get their ideas collectively. How about that first day of school where students can introduce themselves in a fun way using images and text using a jam? How about collaborating with another school in a far distant place where each school has a number of different slides in the jam to talk about where they're from? How about live note-taking? Works best with a stylus. So in the tablet version, simply open the app for Jamboard and click the plus button. And you want to go to the top right, click your three dots, click rename, and give it a title. Click rename, and now you have your title. So maybe you want to start with adding some text. So at the top of your toolbar on the left, click the pen icon. Choose whatever color that you want to use, and you can choose whatever kind of pen or highlighter you would like. Tap out, and then you can start writing. And it gives that kind of personal feel to it, right? Easier with a stylus than a pen. But let's say we want to have perfect text. Well, you could simply add the plus button at the bottom and add a sticky note, and then you can type, hit enter, click the check mark, and now you've got a sticky note. And you can use your fingers to kind of rotate, kind of change the size a little bit, put it where you want it. So let's say you want to add a picture now. Go to the bottom of your toolbar, click the plus button, and you can choose images. And type in the text that you want and simply hit the enter button. And now you've got a list of different images that you might want to use. I'm going to find the one that I want. I'm going to tap it and I'm simply going to drag it over. Click my little arrow, close it up, tap out, and now I can change the size and that kind of thing. Now let's say I want to write text, but I want it to look really good. I'm going to go back up to my assistive drawing tools. So I'm going to go up to my pen again, and I'm going to click assistive drawing. And I think I'm going to go with the color orange here. So I tap orange, tap assistive drawing. Notice my icons are highlighted orange. I'm going to tap the text icon, and notice how as I write, it fixes my writing. And so now I can make that a little bit larger just by pinching my two fingers and putting it where I want. Just gonna undo that, put it right there. And so you can see how I'm kind of editing a little bit. Now, I'm gonna delete this because I accidentally created a second tool. If I tap my arrow icon here, my pointer, that means I get back to where I can put things in. Let's say I did some drawing or writing and I didn't like it. I can go to my eraser tool and simply erase everything. Let's say I'm doing a presentation. I could tap on my laser icon, and as I'm talking, I can circle and highlight certain things and draw attention to people, but it doesn't stay. I'd use my drawing tool if I want to do that. Now let's go back to the pen tool at the top. Tap on that. Let's say I wanted to draw shapes, give it a little more creativity. I'm going to tap on that. I'm going to use a different color, tap out, and now I'm going to draw my shape. Notice how that fixes my circle. So let's go back in now. I'm going to choose my pen tool, then I'm going to choose a different color, tap out, and then I can start writing. Now I'm using my pen tool so it doesn't fix my writing. And then I can kind of make my image look a little bit prettier, so to speak. Now, let's say I want to add another frame to this, okay? Simply go up to the top, and you see the arrows on the top there, okay? If I hit that one on the right, it's going to create another frame for me. If I want to see all of my frames, all I have to do is look at that down arrow there, tap on that, and now I can see all my frames, and this is where I can delete a specific frame, or I can add another one if I want. Let's go back to this one, and let's actually delete that one. Click my arrows and I delete. Click the up arrow, and now I'm back to my thing. Let's say I want to add some content from Google Drive. I simply click my plus button, and you notice I can add stickers. I've got image library. I can also take a photo with my camera. Great idea for self-introductions on the first day of class kind of thing. But with Drive content, if I tap on that, I can actually look for different Google Drive tools like Sheets, Slides, or Docs. So let's say I want to put something in, maybe this slide's going to be about something else. I'm going to tap those arrows and expand it. And this frame is going to be about the Mali Empire. So let me just close that and delete this. And now that I have my image that I dragged from a Google Slides slide deck, I knew it was there. I thought, yeah, I'm going to use that. That's great. Now I don't have any text for this, but let me show you if I do have text made in Google Docs. I'm going to go to a Google Doc, and I'm going to add a Google Doc that has some text. Same thing, tap my buttons, my little dots, and I'm going to expand it. And I'm going to take the sheet that I want and I'm going to tap and drag it. I don't need this anymore. I'm going to close that and then delete it. And now I can take this and I can make it a little bit bigger. Notice if I use my two fingers and pinch and drag below, I can actually throw that in the trash as well. But now I've got some text in here that was actually made in a Google Doc that I put in my Google Jamboard, which is really pretty cool. Now, if my school has an actual Jamboard, the big device, I can go to the top right, tap on the icon that shows the, open on a Jamboard, and then I can log in with my Gmail account and open it on a Jamboard. the dots in the top right. If I tap on that, that's where I can rename things, I can make copies, I can download a frame or the whole gem as a PDF or a frame as an image, and I can, share other people and stuff like that. So that's pretty much Google Jamboard on a tablet or an iPad. Pretty user-friendly. Have some fun with it. Thank you for watching the video. If you are a student or a teacher of subjects like history, geography, politics, and economics, you can find more resources on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and on the web at socialstudiessamurai.com. I hope to see you again.